On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On first down, McDonald, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Throwing is McDonald. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down. The one.
Good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this time he is in. Yes. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out.
Through an opening, and there he goes. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. 20, 10,
Ain't doing nothing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Bengals 14, Ravens 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some room to work. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 88 yards.
Baltimore.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, McDonald. The quick slant caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's McDonald to throw. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a 1st down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
1st down, Baltimore.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's McDonald. He uncorks it for Snead. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help again.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First play of the drive there is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On third down, Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll go for it. Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 24.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this carries into the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And the Ravens.
So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here's the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's third down. Third and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald flat under pressure again, and down he goes again. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Dobbins on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the second.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And, he took that in one-handed.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Here's Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
4-yard line. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Another run here with Dobbins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20,
nothing less, baby.
10,
nothing less.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Go ahead and give him that. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He was brought down by Von Bell. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalid Kareem. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 41 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Patrick,
call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. At 25 to the mic. We'll go 25 to the mic.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Ross, complete.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 51 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, at a gain of about 4 here, moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Baltimore.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a gain of 35, so that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll run the toss here. Edwards slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a carry for Dobbins. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, they find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 93 yards. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Ingram. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. Well, the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game.
Covered by the Bengals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger.